Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. So I just thought that today I should do a quick kind of a video of the gear that I carry on my trips. I think everyone is always curious about what kind of gear normally a motorcyclist would carry on a trip, which is about a week, 10 days. So I just thought I'd do a quick overview. It's winter out there. It's like minus 15 in Canada, in Ontario right now, where I'm at. So yeah, it's fairly cold. Nobody can ride right now, so most of my activity right now that I'm doing is going to a motorcycle show. I went the other day. I went to the auto show yesterday, and so I just thought, why not use the time that I have today on the weekend to do a quick video on the stuff that I carry and all the gear that I have. Now, I'm not included my helmet. So the helmet that I normally wear is a kind of showy Neotech 2 helmet. So that's like, I feel, the best helmet for me, because I'm used to wearing a modular helmet, so you can lift the front up and you can still kind of like be protected. On a hot day that works really well as well, but generally it's a heavier helmet, so it doesn't necessarily have the right features if you're going off-roading, and after a little while you start to feel the weight in your neck a little bit. But otherwise it's fairly well soundproofed. It's very, very comfortable. Just the fit of it fits my head really well. But the moment I put, like, for example, a camera in the front on my chin, and I ride for a few kilometers, I can really start to feel the effect on my neck and my shoulders. And then you're wearing a jacket and you're wearing all the gear, so you really feel the weight of that helmet. I guess you just need to get a stronger neck. Okay, so this is the gear, just high level. I have these two bags over here, which are my kind of saddle bags, you can call them, or they are like soft panniers. So this is probably the best brand out there. It's used the most by most adventurers and off-roading, on-roading, you name it, because they're very convenient. They aren't lightweight by any sense of the word, lightweight. They are pretty heavy, in fact. They're probably as heavy as a metal top box would be, but they are soft. So they are soft. So when you drop the bike, which you will probably always or mostly will when you're on a trail, then at least these will not get damaged and they won't get dented because they're soft bags, right? But having said that, these things are built like a tank. I'm not joking. It's made from ballistic materials, and I've dropped the bike, I've kind of like, dragged the bike along for a little while, and these things have not only been really good in terms of not getting damaged, but they've been excellent at protecting the bike. You won't believe it or not, just because when the bike falls on this side or that side for that matter, the saddlebags somehow, because they're built so tough, they prevent damage to the bike itself, to the frame of the bike, to the back of the bike. So 100% best product. These are I almost said SW-Motech. These are Mosko Moto saddlebags, Backcountry panniers they're called, and I have the 25-35 combination because I have a BMW 1250 GS. So in that, of course, the rack at the back, because of the exhaust, is staggered a little bit, so I didn't want it to go out too wide, the saddlebag, so I stuck with the 25 on that side, and the other side I have 35 liters. So 25 liters and 35 liters, plenty of space for someone like me, a solo rider, and I've never needed more space. I didn't have a shortage of space. Okay, so this is the Mosko Moto Backcountry 35 pannier. It's really well built. I will highly recommend anybody who wants to buy a pannier set to go on a trail, for example, or even if you're on the highways, you're sticking to the main paved roads. Even then, this is super nice, very convenient. You can remove it and you can carry it inside your hotel room, or if you're camping, you can take it out, put it in your tent, because this is you can just kind of like clip it off. It's got a kind of a little lever over here. You pull this and it comes off the bike, and that's it. And you can just carry it inside like you would carry a handbag or a suitcase. You can do that with a, you can't really do that with, of course, a hard case, right? So that's the one big advantage. Now, in terms of other stuff, so I've attached these kind of like these bags over here in the front. Pouches, they're Molle pouches. These are like super handy. I really like this stuff. Again, SW-Motech. It's you can put, for example, I have some cloths and all in here, like a washcloth, and it's got a little thing over here, cap, where you can put like an andrometer. I think they call it an andrometer, which is basically like a water bag inside this. So to use as well. And what else does this have? So, and then of course plenty of space inside it. It's very well designed. I don't know if you can see that, but super well designed. It's got some cushioning over here. It's got a little compartment over here, so it's like organized inside, and not everything goes like into an abyss. But yeah, and it's got some Velcro over here as well. So really, really well designed. And the way this is connected, the Molle pouch, it's with the Molle or Molle, I think it's Molle sticks. So you've got these sticks which go into these kind of like little bands over here, and they go inside and they just secure themselves to this. So there's, I think, 3 from this side and 3 from this side, and they secure this. This thing is not coming off for sure. Really well designed. So this is another cool feature over here. Like it's got a little bit, if I can just turn this around over here. So if you have, like, for example, some wet gear, like camping shoes or something, you can just dump them over here. And you know, you don't have to worry about them kind of like mixing with the dry stuff inside your bag, like a rain suit or something. You just put it here, and this kind of just gets secured in this manner. And now it's like over here, and you can dangle it from both sides, and you can tighten this as well so nothing falls out. So it's 100% awesome feature. And then of course, when you look over here on the inside, it's got a little pouch over here, and in this pouch I normally keep my locks. So this is a lock I have for this thing. Like, you can secure this with this locking system. You can get the SW-Motech. You can get the Mosko Moto one, or you can buy this one from Amazon for half the price. But I also have the Mosko one as well. So it's just a cable lock, in case you're curious. Yeah, so this is another cool feature. And then what I'm gonna do is, so again, so when you buy this bag, you get this part. You can configure it with just this, right? Or you can add these side additional kind of like pouches as well, and stuff goes into this. I'm probably not using the right terminologies, but I guess you get the meaning. So, and then in this, for example, I've put 2 1-liter fuel bottles. And again, like, you definitely need this when you're going off-roading and you're not sure how far you're going. So when you're going overlanding or for longer trips, this is definitely something that will come in handy. And you can just, and they're super lightweight as well. They're made of aluminum and well secured. The caps kind of are really good. And I think it's the MSR brand, if I'm not wrong. And so look how well secured this is. So the way they've designed this bag, Mosko Moto has, is that everything is well secured. So there's a little loop which goes at the bottom as well and secures over there. The two, it doesn't secure, sorry, it secures on top only over here. But you can't remove it because I've put this underneath this band over here. So there is absolutely no way that these bottles are coming off even if you drop the bike. It's not coming off, so super well designed. And this is the back, nothing much to show. This is just a release lever. And then I'm going to open this up. And of course inside it's a nice light blue color. So because of that, you can see stuff that you put inside over there. So I have those organizer pouches that you get that you can put your clothes into, and then you can put those and stack them inside of this, so you are not rummaging through it and stuff is getting lost inside. So I got those. You get from the Mosko Motor brand as well, and you also get it from like, you know, any adventure equipment store, like in Canada we have the Sale, we have Mech, Cabela's, or you know, Bass Pro shops. So you can go to any one of them and they will have those organizing pouches. So yeah, and this again, it's amazing because it's waterproof. This bag is 100% waterproof. So and this is like a inner waterproof layer. So it's made of this really sturdy material, waterproof material, and this is the ballistic layer. And these kind of like come in with Velcro like this together. And then when you're closing the bag, you just have to go like this, and then you use these to just click, and you're secure. And that's your bag. Super cool and really convenient. I would recommend these bags to anybody who's going to travel on a longer trip. So this is the second bag. So it's exactly the same as the first. So I'm not going to go into the details of this bag. It's just a smaller size. This is 25 liters, that's 35 liters. I normally keep it balanced on both sides because I have to be mindful of the balance of the bike. You don't want to put all the heavy stuff on one side, the lighter stuff on one side, because it disturbs the balance of the bike. At least for me it does. Some people don't care. So, but for convenience sake, I've put all the stuff in this bag right now, which is kind of like motorcycle related equipment. Just going to open it up. So that's the main clip on top again. Okay. Hey, this thing is so heavy duty. Trust me, when I'm just like trying to open it, it's really strong and sturdy. You can even hurt your hands with the Velcro. The Velcro is so well built. So, okay, this is the bag again. Oh yeah, one more thing is that this comes. So over there I put the Molle pouch in the front. Over here I have a smaller Molle pouch over here, or a Molle pouch, and over here, just gonna remove this. But see, it's not coming out. Why? Because it's secured. It's secured by this little clip at the bottom over here. So I'll have to undo this first. Not sure if that's visible, but see, it's a little clip. Okay, got it. So now this little clip goes to the bottom of this thing. I mean, it goes through here and it secures this thing. So now I can just remove this pouch like this, and that's what was securing it. So it goes through here, and so you just kind of like weave this through this, and then you take it to the bottom of the bag where it's got a little exit, or like kind of a venting, if you can call it, over here, and it clips like that together, and you are secured. So again, waterproof pouch over here, and it's got an aux box they call it. And over here, what I have with me is a couple of things, I think. This is, of course, a tire repair kit, 31-piece tire repair kit. So it's got all that you need for repairing your tire. Of course, you still need an air compressor. So there you go, just the usual stuff. What else do we have in here? Anything else? Yeah, we do. So over here, again, all tire related stuff I have kept. So this over here is stop and go air compressor. It's a mini air compressor. Again, this is super cool, handy thing. It's a little mini air compressor, and you just plug it into the battery of the bike and you're good to go. It works really well. So that's that. And metallic box you don't have much, in the metal box, you don't have much place to add like extra stuff on the side. On this, you can add stuff on top, underneath this bag, on top of this bag, over here and over here, both sides. So you can really expand this bag's capabilities over and above the 25 or the 35 liters that you have. Okay, the other thing that I carry is a toolbox, and this is a brand called Cruz tools. They're supposed to be one of the best. So if you can get this, so I have one which is specific to the GS, and so I got it specifically for my bike, and I think you can get, mostly it's universal, but they make a separate one for BMWs and GS bikes. So you know, it's got everything you need. You know, it's got this sprocket thing. I don't even know if this is for a BMW. I never used it because it's supposed to be able to remove the back tire. Yeah, and then it's got a screwdriver set, pair of pliers, different wrenches, and what this is. Oh, this is a tire pressure, I think, check. Yeah, pretty cool. Yeah, and it's got lots of other bits and bobs, so cool stuff. I kept some additional kind of bits over here, screwdriver heads. So that's another thing I kind of carry with me, and this is an important thing to carry because your bike breaks down. You want to at least have some tools that can help you in maybe fixing the bike or solving the problem as best you can. Of course, you pray that you never have to use it. So just gonna tie this up, and okay, next item I have in my bag. Let's put this aside over here. Oh yeah, this thing. Everyone should carry this, because what can happen sometimes is when you are riding, and if you have like an older battery and you're not sure about how good the battery is, but you don't want to replace it or you don't have time to replace it, carry one of these with you. These are like, this is I think a brand called Noco or Noco, and again, I don't know how it's pronounced, but I'm just gonna pronounce it Noco. And they make these kind of battery booster. So gone are the days when you actually had to use another vehicle to boost your battery. Now you can just boost it from this battery booster, which is a chargeable one. So you just make sure you have it charged before you leave home. But I carry this with me always, and it's pretty heavy duty. It can start a full-size truck as well. And this is what it is. Really cool thing. You can even charge your phone if you don't have enough phone charge remaining, because it's a pretty big battery. I don't know how big the battery is. 12 volt. Doesn't really say what the capacity is, but it must be pretty big because I didn't buy the small one. So this is a 12 volt, 1000 amps. So you just turn it on. It's kind of like not full battery, and it also has a light over here. See, you can. So when you're working on your bike, for example, and you need light to work on it, right? You can use this. On the other hand, you can also use it to boost your batteries. So it comes with these clamps, and you kind of like connect this guy to this little port over here, and then you connect this to the terminals on your car or your motorcycle, and you're good to go. Bob's your uncle. Okay, last item in the bag is, of course, a medical kit. So this medical kit I got from, I think I got this from Cabela's in Calgary. And the one I had before this I'd misplaced it. So when I was on the trip, I didn't have it with me, and I came back to Canada, to Ontario over here in Waterloo, and I just noticed that I found the other one as well. So pretty useful thing. It's good for trekking, hiking, and just like basic stuff inside of it. It's got some band-aids, and yeah, stop bleeding fast, so you can use this for that purpose. And over here it's got some a lot of different things. See, I haven't even opened it, so you can imagine it's got some tape, some medical tape, some gauze as well, and it's got a pair of cutters in there. I should actually examine this more closely to see what, but it's probably got some things as well inside, some strips, etc., to if you may get a cut or you're bleeding or something. So, oh yeah, the tank bag. So the tank bag is again SW-Motech. Cool tank bag. I really love this tank bag. It's enormous, so that's a huge tank bag, right? So by any standard. What I will say about this tank bag, which was I had a mini, whatever, city tank bag before this. No, it wasn't city. It was a micro tank bag. So it's just for day trips, and it had just the one big compartment in the middle. Now this one has a compartment on both sides over here, like an additional space, and like over here I can add like quick access stuff. So like I have my hand sanitizer here, I have my Swiss Army knife. I found it was in the bag. So my Swiss Army knife, I have like this carabiner over here with a little keyring at the end of it, some hand cream, for example, over here, and a pen in case you might need to write something. So I was looking for this Swiss Army knife, found it finally. So yeah, that's one side of it, and on this side I have the kind of like rain cover over here. So it's a rain cover for this bag. So when it rains, I have to put this back. And when you open the main compartment inside, it's enormous. It's enormous. And then it's got a little space over here as well, which kind of like goes along the shape of the tank over here at the side. So it kind of goes in over here and down here, and it's just more space, right? And I use that to store my drone actually when I want to remove it quickly. Great tank bag, served me really well at Yellowstone, and I would definitely recommend this highly. It's magnetic, so when the moment you guide it onto the tank, it clips, so it's magnetic. Gone are the days when you have to like struggle finding the right groove, so this is super handy from that point of view. Back to camera. So Insta360 X4 is probably the best 360 camera you have out there, and I would highly recommend this to anyone who's looking to buy a camera for capturing 360 footage. Really works well, highly recommended. The other camera, of course, is the AcePro I carry, and I wear that on my chin. So I find that's very, very useful because it's not lightweight, but it's got really good quality footage. So the footage of the AcePro is much better than the footage of the 360 camera. So the 360 camera, of course, the main disadvantages that I will, oops, sorry about that if it was too loud, but the main disadvantage of the 360 camera, of course, is the lens. So the lens is this massive bulging lens that it's got, and it's prone to damage. So look at that lens. So this has got the lens cover on top, of course, so the real lenses are inside. So you kind of like can unscrew this and remove it and then expose the real lens. But these lens protectors that come with the camera are highly recommended because they protect the lens. If you drop this even once, not kidding, if you drop this even once, you're going to scratch it. So, and then the scratch is really expensive to fix. Hopefully you get that Insta care. Otherwise, it's probably like $400, $300 just to fix the lens, right? So beware. Get the Insta Shield, I think it's called something Insta360 Shield, and get that protection for this camera, otherwise you will regret it. If you don't want to get the protection and you still want to go along, then get these lens covers because these will protect you. Now, having said that, these lens protectors are not great quality. They scratch very easily. A lot of my footage in Yellowstone, because there was a lot of water and spray coming onto this camera, and the bigger these lens protectors are, which are pretty enormous, the more rain and droplets of all the stuff coming from the road, they'll get on it. And then when you're riding through the sandy area, etc., the lens, these lens caps covers get scratched as well, and then the footage starts to deteriorate, right? So not the best solution. That's why I prefer to always have my chin camera, so the AcePro, for that purpose, because whenever it gets a little bit of dirt or grime on it, I just take a soft cloth and I wipe it off, and we're good to go for another whatever, a few 30-40 kilometers or 50 kilometers. But you have to keep checking both the lenses at all times to make sure it's clean. I always do that as a matter of discipline. I've learned my lessons from Yellowstone. So what I do is I normally mount the 360 camera at the front of the bike. So like I kind of like use a selfie stick. I put a little secondary, so it's mounted to the engine guards. And so one clamp is over there, and there's another clamp at the front of the headlight, and it kind of connects to the front of the selfie stick. And then I extend the selfie stick further out in front of the bike. So in that you get that view which you see when I'm riding, where you can see me and the bike, the entire bike in its entirety from a frontal view, like as if it's a drone shot. So that is super, it's a very cool effect, I think. And then another point, of course, is on the steering column itself, where I kind of mount it in front of me and it captures everything around me. And then one is at the back. So there were some shots that I captured when I was in Glacier National Park on the going to the Sun Road, and I captured a few shots from the back when I'm going through a tunnel, etc. So again, really cool, different things you can try. I'm sure the other angles, some people put it by the wheels, where the wheel is spinning, kind of to capture the road effect. So I never tried that because I always thought it was very risky. You know, if something happens, I can just fall and scratch the entire lens. So I did not do that. But Insta360 X4, great. This video I'm making right now, it's indoors, it's dark here in my basement. This is my gym, by the way, in case you're curious. Coming back to the camera, so this video is being shot with the AcePro, and it's dark over here, so I don't know what the quality is like right now. I'll only find out post-production, but I'm thinking it's okay. It looks kind of okay when I'm looking at it right now in the camera itself. So it's a great camera, highly recommend it. Now, mic setup. Now, I really suffered with the microphones, and I hope that this video that's being captured, you can hear me very loud and clear, because I have a little microphone clip over here. Don't want to touch that too much, but this clip over here is there's a microphone behind this. It's magnetic on top, and it's the DJI Mic2, and it's something that I purchased after I came back from Yellowstone. Actually, not really. I purchased this before going to Yellowstone, but I only bought the receiver. The transmitter. This is a transmitter. The one I have over here is also a transmitter. So then again, I wish I'd bought the entire thing, because you get this really cool DJI Mic2 set, where you get a little battery charger, you get these two kind of like transmitters, and you get one receiver, and all of it is in a bundled package. I wish I'd got that. So what happened is I had to come back from Yellowstone after having learned a real rough lesson that you cannot use this microphone, and you got to hear me out on this. You cannot use this microphone standalone via Bluetooth connection on either your phone, maybe your phone, yes, when you're walking around, but definitely not on an Insta360 X4. Do not do that. Invest in the receiver. You need the receiver to get good quality sound. I learned that the hard way. My entire Yellowstone trip was completely messed up audio-wise, because I only used the X4 transmitter. So how this works is that eventually, now I've learned the hard way, I went and then purchased the receiver. The receiver right now is on the camera, so I can't show it to you, but I purchased the receiver and I bought one more transmitter, and then of course the whole thing changes, you know, the audio. So because the receiver is hardwired into the camera, and then the communication between this transmitter and that receiver is rock solid. In the wind, in the shine, you name it, it's excellent. So there is absolutely no problem over there. So highly recommend, if you're going to buy a mic setup, buy this one, the DJI Mic2. There's another one called the DJI Mic Mini, which is a new product. I haven't tested it. I don't know what it's like, but I would highly recommend buying a DJI mic, because it's excellent and you won't get your audio wrong with this one. Okay, so this is the camera I was talking about, the Insta360 AcePro. And of course I have connected it over here using the DJI Mic2 receiver. So you can see it's mounted on the side of this camera. I had to buy a lot of different equipment for it, of course, but this is a really good setup that you can do for your Insta360 AcePro. So this over here is of course the Insta360 mic adapter for the AcePro, and this is a kind of a cable I purchased. It's a what do you call this in TTRX, I think, or whatever they call it. So you can figure it out. So so this one then goes from here, this cable, and connects to the receiver on this side. So, and then of course the receiver is connected to the transmitter, which I have on my chest, via a connection. I think it's a Bluetooth connection, but it's a really good secure connection, and it's a very high quality sound that you get out of it. So that's how it's configured. And of course you have to get this set up as well. So it's a lot of investment you need to make. So you have to get this quick release mount, which is the Insta360. This is something you can use for other applications as well. So highly recommended. So you just like, it's a quick release mechanism. So you press the clips on the side and you just remove the camera. It's very good. But then you have to get this little clamp, this L-shaped kind of a clamp over here, so that the receiver gets mounted on this. So it's a lot of different pieces you have to acquire in order to set up the mic like this. But this is now secure. It's not going anywhere. This is also secure. And you can put this on your chin, but you can see like this whole setup on your chin. It adds a lot of weight to your helmet and it puts a lot of strain on your neck. So again, it's a solution, not the best solution, but it works. It works really well, and it works 100% of the time. The alternative would be to not do this, but connect this camera directly to the receiver on your DJI, directly to your transmitter, your DJI transmitter. But the sound quality, you've seen it on all my videos during Yellowstone, it sucks. So not recommended, and this is a much better setup to have. And this is unfortunately the best kind of solution as of now for setting up sound and microphone on the Insta360 AcePro. Okay, before I get to this one, I have another thing which I very seldom use, but I did take it with me on my Yellowstone trip. That's the Osmo Mobile 5. It's also a DJI product. Couldn't use it much. It's a little finicky. I don't enjoy the gimbal effect. It's like very like floaty. So I never appreciated that too much, and so I did not use it. I have it over here mounted right now. I was thinking of using it for this video, but again, you know, it's really cool, but you know, it's cumbersome, difficult to set up, and I find the controls a little bit iffy. But a lot of people use it, I know for sure, and it's a good product as well. This is a DJI product. Last but not least, the drone that I use. I have a DJI Mini3 Pro, and so a lot of the footage and the shots that you see on the videos that I made in Yellowstone, where I used this camera. This drone is, until the DJI Mini4 Pro came out, this is the 3 Pro, it was the gold standard. Everyone who wanted to travel and who was concerned about the 250 gram, above 250 gram restrictions for drones, and you need a license and all that stuff and permits, this was the camera to get. Now we've got the Mini4 Pro. It's also a great camera. Not much difference in terms of the footage, but of course in terms of the omnidirectional sensing on the DJI Mini4 Pro is much better than, because this one does not have omnidirectional. So yeah, it's a really small form factor, like this is how it is. And this was the clamp I was talking about, a little clamp you put around the propellers, and it secures them really nicely in place like this, and protects the bottom as well. So super handy. This drone is really cool, and I would just stop the bike, put it on my palm, use the remote, and all the way and up it goes. So really nifty, cool gadget. I really love this. I've made a lot of good videos with it and over the years, and it's very, very handy. I hope to use it this time when or next time when I go on vacation. So So yeah, that was just an overview of all the gear I have and some of the camera equipment, etc. I carry. Of course, there's clothes and there's a lot of other stuff which goes into organizing and arranging for a trip. So my first big trip was to kind of Yellowstone and Grand Teton and Glacier National Park, which I did last year in September. This year, I'm still thinking about, not sure about what to do. I was thinking about going out to Alaska, but I need a lot more days for that. So anywhere in the mountains, right? Whether it's down in the US in the Rockies or somewhere up in Canada in the Rockies. Stay tuned for my kind of next motorcycle adventure. And before that, of course, I'm going to be planning some trips earlier on, like weekend trips, overnight trips down to the States. I probably will do I'm planning a trip to go down to Appalachia and just, you know, seeing where what I can do, maybe the Tail of the Dragon, or maybe do something along the Blue Ridge Parkway, or just Allegheny, which is really close to where I am here in Waterloo. So we shall see. Really looking forward to the next riding season. And of course, I'll try and post something else in between, maybe working on my bike or something else. So I hope you like this video. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment in the comment section, and I will try and get back to you as soon as possible. If you like this video, please don't forget to hit like and subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you around.